Good afternoon, and this is the former name of Big Bag Sports Podcast. I'm gonna switch the name up. Everything's still under construction as it's going along, so you know we're making improvements and just like little by little, just trying to get better and do more. So I'm excited for today, and welcome to Shyne Podcast, and let's get this day started. We're gonna start off with the NFL, and then we're gonna work into the MLB, and then we're gonna work into the NBA and a couple of topics that's going on and the situations going on in the NBA and the NFL, and also we're gonna do also some boxing because there's a good fight coming on this weekend, and I hope everybody's watching and everybody's if you're a boxing fan, man, you gotta be excited for the fight that's coming on tomorrow. So they got a good undercard. They also got the two top fighters is fighting, and they got a good undercard going on also. So, we're gonna play around today. We're just gonna do little by little and see how everything go. So let's start off with we're gonna start off today with the NFL, and the news of the day. And basically, most of the news of the week has been Le'Veon Bell getting dropped by the Jets and also getting picked up by the Chiefs. Now, for you fantasy holders out there, I don't know how if that really does affect you, because now you got separate carries and you got sharing carries with Le'Veon Bell and also Edwards-Helaire also sharing touches. So, but I think it just makes them man. You just giving him another weapon on the offensive line to really go and do what he got to do. So, I mean, Mahomes is very excited to have Le'Veon Bell and the contributions that he's going to provide, especially since the Jets did not do anything with him or didn't even give him any kind of like ability to play. So with the Chiefs getting him, especially on a 1-year deal, which we knew that was going to happen, but also the Jets is paying most of his salary for that next year. So with that being said, the Chiefs got him. So I was hoping for him to go to the Patriots, but things don't work out. And I wanted to see how him and Cam Newton actually perform together. So with that being said, it's him and Mahomes. But I don't know, because honestly, man, like Reed doesn't really run the ball like that. So I mean, I don't know. But he's still a good pass catching running back, and plus he can run the ball. So that actually still works in the Chiefs' favor. Now they got another weapon to add with Tyreek Hill. They also add with Kelsey, and man, the many weapons that he has out there. I mean, Sammy Watkins is always injured, so I mean, I'm not really paying too much attention to Sammy Watkins. But with that being said, he's on the Chiefs, man. So if you have him in your fantasy league, man, I know you're excited. So congratulations, and I mean, let's see what happens. So the next one on the menu is with the NFL is also the positive tests. The Patriots just had another positive test just a couple minutes ago. And let's see, the Falcons, the game is still going to happen, as is being per se that the Falcons are still going to be playing against the Vikings, even though after the numerous positive tests. So it's still going to happen. And they also got I mean, the Colts was the victim of this COVID-19 situation. So with that being said, I mean, I don't know what can you really say, but it is what it is. So, we're just going to keep trucking along, and we're going to keep doing what we got to do. But in other news, Melvin Gordon had a DUI. If anybody doesn't know what a DUI is, driving under the influence. I mean, I don't know really what much to say about it. I mean, I don't really know the situation at hand, but I mean, you're young, money, you do stuff. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know if it's any better than driving drunk. I mean, but he caught a DUI, and his status, more likely he's going to be suited up, more likely. So his status is probably going to be his game time decision, but I think he's still going to be playing. I think the coach is not going to really sit him out, especially. I don't think the coach is going to sit him out. They need wins over there with the Denver Broncos. But that's other news. Now we're going to go to the NBA. Jimmy Butler vows that he will bring back Miami to the finals, which is going to be extremely hard, especially you got Brooklyn Nets out there. You got another Boston team that's ready and hungry. And, man, I think they're going to develop a little bit better, especially when it comes down to playing tougher games, especially with more physical teams. They kind of, ran out of gas in a couple of the games where they was playing against the Miami Heat. And when it got to overtime, they just ran out of gas. So, with that being said, I mean, I want to see what he does, man, because honestly, like, I know they're not going to be the favorite. I don't think they're going to be the favorite for next year, but, a lot of teams, there's going to be Milwaukee is going to be the same favorite, like always, to win the East, man. But, to your Milwaukee fans out there, Giannis needs help. So I know they're gonna have either Milwaukee or it's gonna be the Brooklyn. Brooklyn Nets is gonna probably. I know they're not gonna be the early favorites, but down the line they're gonna be the favorites, man. And I mean, I like what I see with Brooklyn. I mean, I haven't seen them play a game, but I like what I see with Brooklyn before. So I mean, with the addition of KD and Kyrie, that's kind of a 1-2 punch, man. So with that being said, I mean, can he be into the finals? It's a hard question to announce because we don't really know what's gonna be the situation next year. How many games they're gonna be playing? Where they're gonna be located at? The bubble situation. I posted up a picture of how the Charlotte Hornets are going to be constructing their stadium for next year with the glass and everything. So with the whole situation going on, let's honestly see how the NBA goes, because I'm excited to see when the NBA comes back. I think it's projected to be around December. I think it would be smarter for them to come back in December because they know Christmas and New Year's and get it started. So like let's see how it goes. But the season hasn't begun yet, so I wanted to just touch on that. Jimmy Butler is an incredible player. No knocks on him. And I mean, I want to see, like I said, and I hate early predictions because early prediction, man, they're hard to get up on, man, because it's hard because especially you telling yourself like you're gonna take it out back to the finals, and now you gotta understand is like now you got a hungry Raptors team, you got a hungry Boston team, you got a hungry Brooklyn Nets team. It's the East, so I really don't got too many choices with the East, but Raptors, Brooklyn Nets, Celtics, and Miami. That's pretty much it in the East. So, with that being said, let's see what happens. I hope I want to see what happens. Like I'm gonna put my money down with Brooklyn Nets, man, because I want to see like I said, man, KD and Kyrie, man, the East as a whole. I mean, I put my money down with them. So, with that, we're gonna go into boxing now. Tomorrow, it's gonna be that fight. It's gonna be that fight, dog. It's gonna be a good fight versus Lomachenko and Fimo Lopez. I watched a couple of Fimo Lopez fights. I've seen a couple of Lomachenko fights. It's two good fighters, man. Two very good fighters. Lomachenko is 32 and Fimo Lopez is in his 20s, but it's two good fights. It's two good fighters going against each other. Check it out. It's going to be on ESPN. It's going to be a very good boxing match, especially if you like boxing and you like watching boxing matches. It's going to be a very good fight. Especially the undercard is good too because the undercard is Arnold Bardoza Jr. versus Alex Saucedo. I mean, listen. I try to pronounce it, but the undercard is not bad. 24-0 with 10 knockouts on Bardoza, and 31 and with 19 knockouts is Alex Sosdo. So with that being said, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have a dog in that fight. I never really seen them fight. So I'm gonna really stay away from. I'm gonna stay away from that, but I'm gonna still watch it and see how it goes. And you also, like I said, the main fight I'm looking forward to watch it is Lomachenko versus Lopez. I'm putting my money on Lopez. I mean, Chenko is a monster, man. Very good, very good, man. Very good boxer, skilled boxer. Been fighting for a while. All the experience. But I like the hungry young lion. So it's for the IBF, NWBA, NWBO lightweight championship belt. So I want to have I'm gonna either have a special on it, or we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try to put a special on it. Hopefully I can get that started. But like I said, Lomachenko is 14-1 with 10 KOs, and Lopez is 15-0 with 12 KOs. So with that being said, with that boxing match and them two giants going at it and them two big contenders, we're gonna see a fight. We're gonna see a very good fight that's gonna put out everything that boxing needs this. Boxing needs this, and boxing needs to, like, I like to promote it for free. Like, I don't want to watch it on ESPN. Sometimes you watch it on ESPN, you don't even know some of these fighters. Like, I'd rather watch it on ESPN and then watching it on pay-per-view. I mean, because sometimes you don't know none of these fighters. You don't really know who's fighting. Like, boxing needs to do that, and I'm glad that they put it on ESPN. So if you have ESPN, please watch it. It's gonna be a very good fight. I think it's gonna make my Saturday, because I know besides that, it's college football. I watch college football here and there. I'm starting watching more often than not, but I want to see that Lomachenko fight. It's going to be an incredible fight. So I'm hoping that, on your Saturday nights, if you're not doing nothing, especially during these cold seasons, especially during this situation where it rains, it does whatever outside, hail, whatever outside, man, that you sitting at home and you're safe and you're watching a good fight against two good contenders for 3 belts. And let's do this, man. That's basically how I look at it. So we're gonna go to the MLB now, and we're gonna go with the Astros winning yesterday's game 4-3 with a walk-off home run by Carrera. And now they push the series 3-2, still with the Rays in favor. I still got the Rays to win it all and to go to the World Series. But the Astros keep coming back, man. Keep coming back, and the Rays need this win tonight, because if they don't win this game tonight, it's gonna be difficult, man. You got Game 7, and then especially with everything that's going on, you're giving the momentum back. The Rays need this, so I'm gonna ride with the Rays tonight. That's who I'm gonna pick, and it's gonna be Game 6. And we also got the Braves, who they killed Chris Shaw. They killed him, and they killed Clay. So with that happening, they ended up, finishing the game at 2. The Dodgers had 2, and the Braves had 10 points. So with that, it was a slugfest after the 6th inning. So it was just like, wow, like left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. So, Kershaw, man, good in season pitcher. Playoffs, he does decent, but couldn't ride it out. And plus, he was doing good. He was doing very good in the beginning, and then everything fell apart in the end, and it fell apart during the 6th inning, and the Braves put 10. So people lose, man. But Game 5 is the next game. So if you're a big baseball fan, look forward to watching that, and seeing the opinions on it. And it's not been a bad World Series, so I like what I seen. But before we go to the NFL, I'm gonna go right back to the NBA real quick. Lowest ratings for the finals all time. Yeah, I mean, up front with you, maybe just the matchup wasn't right, and that's basically it. Is when it comes to matchups and it comes to like the big time games and everything like that, it's all about matchups, and the matchup was just not right. Everybody really left field didn't see the Miami Heat get into the finals, and then on top of it, when they got to the finals, man, a lot of their squad members was injured, and I mean, even if they was healthy, I don't think they was going to take the Lakers, but a lot of people would say different. So everybody's voiced it on their own opinions, and you know, they ended up losing the finals, man, and that was basically what happened. So in the end of the day, I mean, I like what Jimmy Butler is doing, putting the vow out and giving hope to the team, because Jimmy Butler is a nice player and very good player, and actually a very excellent underrated player. Because I mean, if I don't know if people like, I consider that a lot of people underrate him because they don't know how talented he is. Because I've been watching him since the Bulls, since 76ers, since the Timberwolves, and I mean, I think a lot of people underrate him and don't really consider him like that next player. But I hope he showed you guys in the finals. So for all them Jimmy Butler haters, man, good job. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into the NFL and the Sunday games. Now, before I start, this is my opinion. Everything's my opinion. You're not welcome. You are welcome to take what you want to take, and you do what you want to do. So I can't really force you to pick whoever you want to pick. I'm giving out my opinion, and if you want to pick it, you pick it. If you don't, then that's on you. If you got a better pick and you think it's a better pick out there, go ahead. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this NFL go. Even though with the positive test and I mean the construction of the everything, with everything that's going on, I'm excited to see what happens with football Sunday. So I'm gonna give my opinions, and I'm gonna voice my spreads and see how we go and do this week, and hopefully we on the winning end of this week with a lot of games. I'm not expecting to go undefeated, but I'm expecting to go, and I'm putting in enough work that's I'm expecting to go over 500. So let's start it out. So the first on the menu is the Bears. I was gonna go with the Browns, but no, let's go with the Bears. The Bears versus Carolina. The Bears is getting 1.5 against Carolina. Carolina been hot. It was a very difficult game for me to decide upon because of the offensive wise, but defensive wise, the Bears played good defense against a Colts team. It could go anyway. It could slide anyway. Honestly, it could really slide anyway. I took the Bears with the 1.5 against Carolina, but honestly, it can slide anyway. It might change up, but it could slide anyways. But I took the Bears with the 1.5. Now on to the next game is the Colts versus the Bengals. The Colts is getting -8.5. And I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. I tried to pick the Ravens the last time. I was giving too much credit to the Bengals, thinking that they're gonna at least be able to do something. They didn't do nothing, and I'm not really off the Joe Burrow train. I mean, I still like him as a quarterback, but I'm gonna ride with the more consistent team, and the especially the Ravens play defense, and that's what really killed them. So the Colts got good defense, so I'm gonna take the 8 with the Colts. Next game on the line is gonna be the Ravens versus the Eagles. Eagles at home. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens and company are going to the Eagles, and Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are getting 7.5 points. Now I took the Eagles the last game, and everything was working out to basically close enough to the end where they end up giving up that touchdown, and Claypool had a world of a game against them, 4 touchdowns, 100 and something yards. It was insane. And man, I can't lie to you. I honestly thought I had the covering the whole time until that happened. So I was really upset. Mind you, they was covering. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the Ravens with the 7.5. Now, this is Friday. Things change Sunday. So keep an eye on your spread. You know, make sure you up to par and up to date about the spread, and things change. So whatever pick it is now might change later. So it might be Ravens 7.5 now. It might be Ravens 6.5 later, or Ravens 9 later. So keep an eye on your picks, man, because that's what happens a lot of times. So like everybody's bookie is different. Everybody has a different let's say per se about where they're getting their bets at and what they're doing. Sometimes things change. Sure, and it's not bad to buy points. So if you really buying points, it's not a bad thing to buy points. That's actually not a bad strategy. So if you're buying points and you're basically riding with certain teams and you're buying points, why not? But they got the Ravens at 7.5, so I took the Ravens with the 7.5. But like I said, Sunday might come and things might change and everything like that. I'm not gonna put it out yet, but right now, this is what I'm gonna stick to. This is what I'm gonna stick to for now. So let's go on to the next game. Now, the next game is the Dolphins versus the Jets, and the Dolphins is coming in. The Dolphins is coming in hot. I mean, I hate to say that, I'm giving man, it's like it's 9.5. And anytime, the Dolphins is the favorite. So you see what I'm doing. I mean, I know Adam Gase was the head coach back then, and he was the head coach for the Dolphins, and he knows some of the players, some of the techniques, but I don't know if it really pans out much. The Jets is just a walking pile of fire and flame, and they are just killing everybody out there, and they are just looking horrible and left and right. So I don't really know. Like, it's sad that the Dolphins is favored by almost 10 points, but I think the spread got pushed up to 10 points now. And if the Dolphins is favored by almost 2 touchdowns, then it's really upsetting. And I know Jets fans they're not happy about it, but like, what do you expect, man? Your team sucks. So with that being said, I'm gonna ride with the Dolphins with the 9.5. I know it's kind of just high, but I mean, I roll with the Cardinals with the 7, and the Cardinals is just as good as the Dolphins, if not probably a little bit better than the Dolphins. So, and then like I said, they blew them out the water. So I'm gonna take the Cardinals, and I'm gonna take the 9.5. Now, the game that I'm looking forward to watching is going to be the Packers versus the Buccaneers, which is, come on, whenever you get Rodgers and Brady together, come on, man, you gotta be excited about that. So I'm gonna ride with the Packers, because the Packers is getting -1, and I mean, I know the Bucs is the favorite, and I know Todd Bowles in the defense and everything like that, but like Aaron Rodgers, dog, like I'm gonna ride with Aaron Rodgers. Because like, yo, he hasn't lost a step. He hasn't lost anything. He's got Devontae Adams back. I mean, the Bucs, yeah, but I think the Bucs, they're doing what they gotta do to win these games. But man, like when people start predicting them to win the Super Bowl and everything, and they got blah, 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 and they're doing this and they're doing that, it kind of, I think they kind of started smelling themselves a little too much. So I'm gonna ride with the Packers with the -1. It's a good spread. It might go back. It might go up to like at least 1.5, 2. I can see it going up because a lot of people. Me for say, I'm gonna ride with the Packers, but I'm gonna put a 4-gamer down before I go. Last 4-gamer I did 3-1. So mind you, for the people that don't watch or probably not watching, I did go 3-1 on my last 4-gamer. So let's see if I can get 4-0. So I'm gonna put the couple games that I have, and let's see how we do. So the next game on the list is the Rams getting 3.5 against the 49ers. I'm gonna take the Rams automatically. The 49ers, I haven't seen nothing to really sway me to say that I'm gonna ride with the 49ers on that part. But maybe Garoppolo plays a little bit better than he played the last game, but they got smoked by Miami. So I'm done. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to the 49ers. I know I have a couple homeboys that are 49ers fans. I know I'm not listening to the 49ers. I'm going to ride with the Rams, and I'm going to take the 3.5. Now, the next slate of games is the Vikings versus the Falcons. I don't know if that's going to be postponed or is going to be pushed back because of the whole COVID-19 and the testings and everything like that, and the positives and everything like that. So I don't know how that situation is going to go, but I'm going to ride with the 4 with the Vikings because I've been off the bandwagon with the Falcons. They just a walking dump of fire. They fired their GM, they fired their coach. Maybe this is a turnaround game and they get it right, but even after they fired them, they still got smoked. And I think it's a wrap. Maybe they're in the sweepstakes to get Trevor Lawrence because the Jets is in the sweepstakes. The Giants is in the sweepstakes. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I mean, it's my pick, but I'm going to go with the Vikings. Now, the next on the list is the Tennessee Titans versus the Texans. Now, I mean, I'm going to go with the bigger dude. I'm going to go with the the Tennessee Titans. I was going to say Texans. I'm bugging. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. I'm taking the 4 with the Tennessee Titans. I mean, the Bills to me is better than the Texans, and the Texans. I know they beat. I think they beat the Jags the last game, and it was 5.5 point spread. And I took the Texans, but Tennessee Titans is gonna it look like they're going back to what Lee was working for them, the running game, ground and pound. Also now you got AJ Brown back, and that defense was playing very good. Plus, Deshaun Watson and Allen are almost similar, the same running quarterback. They held down Allen, so I think they're gonna do the same thing with Deshaun Watson. So I'm gonna ride with the -4 on that. And the next game is the Steelers versus the Browns, 3.5 going to the Steelers, and the Browns is the underdog at Brown Stadium. So this was a hard choice, very difficult choice. I don't really have a dog in this fight, but it was a very difficult choice. But if I had to make one choice and I was going to say who I was going to go for, I'm going to go for the Steelers, man. I'm going to ride with the 3.5 for the Steelers. It might be a little too high. It might be a closer game than that. But, Steelers with the it's a difficult one. I might change my mind. I like the Browns too because the 3.5. You give me 3.5, and the Browns haven't been playing that bad. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change the round. I'm gonna take the Browns. I know I'm flip flopping, but I'll take the Browns. I'll see how it goes. It's not gonna be on my top 4, but I'm gonna take the Browns and I'm gonna go with the +3 with the Browns. Next on the list is -3 with the Lions versus the Jags. Two bad teams. I didn't really like. It's a hard bet. It's a hard bet because they're two bad teams, and you could go either way. I haven't seen nothing. I don't know. Maybe DJ Chalk plays this time, and it actually gives a better performance. I took the Lions with the -3. Maybe I'm giving it too much hope, but I took that, and I also took, and now is the Washington Redskins versus the Giants, and I took the 2.5 with the Washington Redskins, and I mean it's the Giants, so I'm gonna take the Washington Redskins with the 2.5. My 4-gamer for the day before I leave and before I end this thing, I'm gonna take the 2.5 with the Washington Redskins. I'm going to take the Vikings, the -4. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans, the -4. And I'm also going to take the Green Bay Packers, -1. So that's Green Bay Packers. That's Vikings, -4. Tennessee Titans, -4. And Washington +2. And the Monday night game is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Cardinals. And I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys with the +2. I mean, I know it's at Cardinal Stadium, but I'm taking that. I might just, you know what? I might just switch it up. You know what? I'll make it even better. I will put it as a 5-gamer. And I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys and put it on top as a 5-gamer and see how I do as a 5-game spread. But like I said, I'm not a professional. This is my podcast. I hope you're listening. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope, I gave you some kind of information that might help you out. And I'm hoping that your day is going a little bit better than how it is raining outside. So with that being said, best of luck. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Check out the Lomachenko fight. It's going to be a great fight. Check it out. Just check it out, man. It's going to be on ESPN. It's going to be a great fight, man. And hopefully I get this other dude on this podcast and we get this little boxing situation and, we see both sides to it because I want to get people on as much as possible. So with that being said, enjoy your day. Be safe. Be easy. And Shyne, I'm out. Easy day.